Osoro.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker, for the opportunity to address myself on the report that has been tabled in this House by the Committee on Appointment. Honorable Speaker, I have gone through the report keenly because I did not have a chance to watch the entire vetting process, but I've gone through the report keenly. And much as I support to the extent of the 21 nominees, I raise an exception on the rejection of one Peninah Malonza. Honorable Speaker, when you read the report tabled before this House and the recommendations of the committee, you'll notice serious and very positive milestones made and achieved by Honorable Peninah Malonza. One, the committee states in their report that Peninah Malonza holds a master's degree, is a student of, currently is a student of master's in the University of Nairobi. She holds a bachelor's degree from the University of Nairobi. She has never been charged before a court of law. She meets the requirements of Chapter 6. She has no history of controversy. She has been cleared by Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission of Kenya, cleared by the Kenya Revenue Authority, cleared by the Directorate of Criminal Investigation. And in their very first paragraph, the first paragraph of this report, that in accordance with Article 78, 1, 2, and 2 of the Constitution, the nominee is eligible for appointment to state office since she is a Kenyan citizen born on 7th March 1974 in Kitui County and does not hold a dual citizenship. Oh, sorry, it's Madam Speaker now, so that I don't find myself also in the similar challenge that Peninah had. So, Madam Speaker, what does that one imply? What that implies then is that there is another parameter that the committee used to come up with their rejection report. And in my presumption, the committee used the imaginary presentation, they used the very short event of vetting to define her suitability. The committee is telling us that by her mere presentation, which possibly took about 90 minutes, she does not fit, or she could not be able to answer adequate questions as asked by the committee. Now, Honorable Speaker, this is not the right parameter to use when rejecting a nominee. If the nominee has been cleared by all the relevant authorities, or the statutory bodies have cleared her, then you cannot use a singular event to define one's suitability or insuitability. The nominee has once served as a deputy governor of Kitui County for 5 years. 5 years being elected deputy county governor of Kitui County. This House has no report. It has no report about her integrity. This House has no report about, any petition that might have, been filed by, the voters of Kitui County when she served. There is no report about, integrity or money or ESCC, anything that involves any government parastatal. What parameter did the committee use to reject? Is it because she's a woman? Is it because she did not have people to defend her in that particular committee? Is it because she's a widow? Is it because she only has one child? Is it because she does not have enough money? Honorable Speaker, I call upon this House to overturn the recommendation by this committee and pass Honorable Peninah Malonza. I mean, we all understand when some of our members here in this House, when before this microphone, they even refer to the chair when she's female like you, Madam Speaker, sir. Does that define their suitability, their insuitability not to serve as members of parliament in their constituencies? I mean, it is normal for one to be a stage fright. It's a singular event. And we understand that the definition the committee might have used is possibly her way of expression. But not every person is an actor. Yeah. Not every person is able to speak before cameras. She knew that she was live before TV. You know, really, she knew that. And it is normal for any person to have anxiety. It is normal for any person to develop a bit of some stage fright. It is normal for any person at least to also get scared, especially when you have people like Honorable Junet looking at her straight in the eye and she gets scared. You know, she's used to seeing Junet on TV, you know, very tough on questions and stuff like that. It is very normal. We cannot use that singular event to deny the women of this country an opportunity to serve. Yes. His Excellency the President of the Republic, at one point during the campaign, committed to have at least a good sizable number of women serve in cabinet. This was a good display. This was a good show. Please do not deny women a chance to serve in this country. There is no parameter that has been used. By the way, this committee, the committee on appointment, while we support part of your recommendations, we want you to use the similar parameters you used on Honorable Aisha Jumwa, the similar parameters you used on Honorable Mithika Lunturi, be applied on Peninah Malonza. And Honorable Speaker, it's very important for me to say this. We do not want to allow this House
Honorable members, order members, we will not catch the Speaker's eye by shouting. Please ensure your card is working and you put it on intervention if you have a point of order. Continue, Honorable Osoro.
Honorable Speaker, it is very important for us not to allow ourselves, when we're in positions of authority, not to allow our local politics to play at the expense
members, Honorable Anthony Oluoch, what's your point of order?
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker. I rise on a point of order. The majority whip is taking this House for a ride. If you look at the composition, hey, I will raise my point of order. You will not intimidate me. Madam Speaker, if you look at the composition of the committee that vetted this, the majority of those who were in this committee were from the party who is now standing, asking the question. They don't know how the committee arrived at that position. Is it in order? The same majority side cannot probate and approbate. If they rejected Madam Malonza, they must own up, apologize to the women of this country, and then ask for an amendment. Yes. But the same side cannot have rejected Malonza, then come here and ask us. They don't know how the committee did it. They are the majority. Please accept, apologize to the women, apologize to Malonza, and then we will help you to pass Madam Malonza. You are not in order.
Order, members. You will not be, the members will not rule each other out of order. And I think that issue had already been canvassed by Honorable Mbadi. Honorable Osoro, go on.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Honorable Speaker, on the issue of the composition of the committee as being prosecuted by Honorable Anthony Oluoch, it's very important for us to also remember, and it's unanswered, the speakers that have spoken before me are on record as saying that this was a unanimous decision, and we do not want to dwell on who voted how with the committee. We are generally discussing about the entire report by the committee. And it's important for me, Honorable Speaker, to say this. We understand that at times local politics play when such appointments or opportunities arise during the appointments. I call upon my colleague leaders that let's learn to put our country ahead of everything. My imagination is that even the local politics must have played in this whole thing to reject, that warranted the rejection of Peninah Malonza. However, Honorable Speaker, it is wrong to only use one parameter to deny her. I think if we were to be fair, we ought to have allowed every, if the rejection ought to be on matters that are serious, that affect on, that touch on Chapter 6 of the Constitution, that touch on suitability, but not on issues of, presentation to the committee. Maybe she wasn't dressed very well. Maybe she was on her periods. You cannot start making her. Yes, exactly.
Your time is up. Your time is up. Your time is up. Order. Order, members. Order, members. Order, members. We will now hear the Honourable Member for Suna East, Honourable Junet Mohamed.